Hello and welcome to BrixFix. I am your host Brix, here today to give you a look at this big, gigantic, and wonderful LEGO Ideas set. This is the LEGO Vikings Village, set number 21343. Comes in at a whopping 2,103 pieces, priced at $129.99 USD or $169.99 Canadian equivalent, which I am blown away, folks. That is a really good price, especially if you really value the price per piece metric. I will say though, a bit of a cheat, a lot of the pieces are teeny tiny little brick elements to show things like scale and rock structure, but we'll get into that. So for now, let's get this built out here on the table and give you a closer look.
Now, as much as I love LEGO City box art with its craziness and action scenes going on, I really have to appreciate the simple beauty of the 18+ LEGO Ideas line. Black background, very dim lighting for that background, and then boom, the set. Laid out perfectly, figures posed, no big crazy action sequence, just simplicity done right. Box arts for LEGO Ideas are amazing. Quick side note, this is the 51st LEGO Ideas set since its inception in 2014, and I think this set is incredible. This backside box art does a great job of showing you a few close-ups of the rooms and interiors, but also how the thatch roofs are removable for easier access. And here it is in all of its unboxed and built glory. I tried to pose the figures and set it up kind of the way it looks on the box to give you that look. Like I said, I was so impressed with the way the box art looked. I guess I just wanted to recapture that for my own display. I will show you a closer look at each section, but this is 3 pieces that do separate. On the farthest left is a blacksmith. In the center there is sort of the Chieftains Hall. It's got some nice little surprises in there I can't wait to show you. And then on the other far side there is a lookout tower with a walking bridge. That walking bridge looks amazing, but between you and me it was a nightmare to put together. Probably my least fun part of the build was that walking bridge. I'll give you a closer up look in a bit. Just a quick panoramic of the whole set. You can see there's no bad camera angle here. This thing looks amazing front and back. There's a little cave at the back there beneath the watchtower. You can see a little entrance in there. And then another look at the bane of my existence, that walking bridge up closer. It looks beautiful, but trust me, it was not a lot of fun to put together. Lots of great little detail in this set I can't wait to get into and give you a closer peek at. The figures now removed. This is just the base set on its own. The 4 figures are taken away to let the set shine on its own and show you its true merits. I will show you how the set comes apart. I had mentioned earlier it was in 3 pieces. It is not difficult to take apart necessarily. There is those little clamp hooks there you can see holding on to their male to female counterparts on the other side of the set. It is difficult though to take this apart without knocking anything over or breaking anything. There you can see one of the dock posts go flying. It's hard to be gentle with something like this, but it is an 18+ set. They do build 18+ sets, I find, a bit more on the delicate side just because they fully expect someone to, be an adult and take care with it as opposed to kids who are going to be banging on it, mucking it around, if you will. Lots of great detail here, and I'll get into each piece separately, but again, one last look sort of side to side here at the set overall. Now that the 3 pieces are separated almost like islands from each other, you can see a lot of the detail down the side. I'd say the most impressive looking building just on its own merit, now that they're separated, is that Chieftains Hall. I know that the guard tower and bridge there will probably be most people's favorite, but the Chieftains Hall was definitely mine. Let's start our close-up tour here with the Blacksmith building. You can see a hammer above the entrance there, letting everybody know what's going on in here. And there's a really nice, I don't know if it's a tombstone or just a monument there on the front. That is a printed element, gray. It's a Nexo Knight shield upside down, but the dark red graphic on it there shows what appears to be like a coat of arms maybe. It's got a serpent above a ship. It's a really nice piece. You can see inside the shop there, but I will get this roof off, this thatch roof, to let some light in there and give you a better look at what's inside. I love that little smoke element too coming out of the chimney. That's really neat. Inside you can see a big fire brazier with a flame element. I'll show you how you can interact with that to kick up the flames a bit harder. Tools on the back shelf there. You can see a shield that's been completed and a sword, as well as a hammer and a pickaxe inside the barrel, and a nice Vikings helmet on display in the background. Again, I'll give you a closer look. I just wanted to give you a panoramic of the building overall. It's really nice, really well done with a minimal amount of pieces. This feature carries out through the whole set, but just look at all those stones, all those different shapes and sizes of stones, and here is how that fire element works in the brazier there. I love that too. It's funny that, this is an 18 plus set, but Lego still puts a little bit of fun in there for play value, even though 18 plus people probably aren't playing too much with this set. But no judgments if you are. That little boy inside of Bricks here, he's still alive and well. Another thing to mention as the set is split up here on this portion is this beautiful tree. I've never seen Lego build a tree quite like this before, mostly with the flower elements reversed with that little snow cap on top. It looks great. At last, we come now to the Chieftains Hall. Those are brick-built doors that open quite easily for minifig access. You'll see that thatched roof element on both sides, as well as a little peak there. And I really love the front prints here. There's 3 of them, and they're like gold lacquer on wood. Beautiful stuff. Onto the sides of the Chieftains Hall, you can get a better look at that grass thatch roof, and my favorite element of the sides of the building has to be that gold antler look on top of the windows. It's really beautiful. It's subtle. It's all one piece. First time I think I saw it was on a Ninjago set, but now a little peek inside. There is so much detail in here. A little tiny table there with a leg of meat, and the other side of the building has a bunch of great weapons on display. There's a spear, shield, and an axe, all mounted to the side wall there, and in the middle is a big huge cook fire. It's built into the floor. You actually build it into the floor while you're building the floor base piece. It's sort of odd when you're building it, you're not really sure what it is, but when it comes together, it is so gorgeous. And I love the pan. There's a little frying pan over top of the fire there, really showing you it's not just for heat. This is a cook fire. Some great detail there on the throne, as well as the tapestries behind it. There's a little handheld candle and a gold cup. All spectacular stuff, great details. This whole room just gives off a real feeling of comfort. Closer look now at the third portion of the set. This would be the guard tower with walking bridge. Beautiful, lots of little details here, both in the rock structure as well as the building. And again, that walking bridge looks spectacular. It looks unsafe is what it is, but I think that's kind of the point. I don't think people were really abiding by building codes back in this day, but again, it just wasn't that fun to put together. I love the shield. That's a printed piece. In fact, all the elements in this set are printed, and this door is brick built like the others. That is an ale keg there, a trio of ale kegs with a spigot, and as I turn the set around here, you can see there's the catch of the day, a green and silver fish on little pike poles there, and a closer look at where the guard tower sort of comes out to a stretch there over the bay. Flags hoisted high. From the back here you can see another look at the dock going down where a boat might meet up there at the other side, and as I turn it yet again you see this cave entrance. I think it's implied this is where the blacksmith goes to source iron. There is a few little reddish dot pieces in there that seem to give that suggestion of minerals, and the back here looks just as gorgeous as the front, but it has a little secret. This whole back piece is removable. It's built all in its own piece and it comes off all in one piece. It allows you to get your hands in there for storing figures, moving things around. Nothing much to really see in there. There's a gourd or pumpkin. I'm not sure if that's somebody's snack or if that's just there for storage, but that is the only thing in there besides a ladder. Close-up now of the minifigures. We'll start here with the village chieftain and the blacksmith. The blacksmith has a very cool hammer. It's the Thor hammer that we've seen before in the Marvel sets, but this has a very nice Celtic print on it, which makes it really exclusive. The chieftain there is holding a shield, a nice big huge broadsword, and the shield is printed. As I said, everything in this set is printed or brick built. Now with their accessories removed, you can get a better look at those prints. Lego went above and beyond, giving these figures chest and leg printing and fantastic face printing. You can even see I took the hair off the female blacksmith there to give you a better look at her headband. Back printing here, just as nice as the front in my opinion, and I love how detailed it is on both sides. These two figures here appear to be the real warriors of the village. The bowman there with some war paint on his face and a awesome horned helmet element, much like the chieftain has. He's got a bow quiver on his back and a bow and arrow in his hand there. The female warrior has an axe and a printed element shield, and she's got some nice plate mail mixed in with her chest armor there. With their accessories removed, you get a much better look at those fantastic prints. Those are 10 out of 10 chest and leg prints. I've never seen that female hair piece before, so I wanted to show it to you from the back, but look at these prints on them both and look at that adorable face. That is the single cutest Lego female minifig face of all time.
Well, that about wraps it up today for my thoughts and feelings on set number 21343, the Lego Viking Village from Lego Ideas. I liked this set a lot. I'm sure that came over pretty well in my review of going into detail and things like that, things I loved about the set. Focus on a couple negatives. This rope bridge was a nightmare to put together. I did not enjoy building it. And overall, speaking of the building experience, it took longer than I thought it would. Not to say that's a negative. A lot of people really like to, if you like building model kits and really intricate, tiny little pieces that fit together perfectly and taking your time, this is the set for you. I remind again, it is an 18+ set and you should expect something like that, but it was very time consuming. I set out a certain amount of time for me to build it, to get this video up for you guys, and it took double what I thought it was going to. Maybe I'm just a shoddy Lego builder. Who knows? But it took longer than I thought it would. This rope bridge element looks really nice, but again, was not fun to put together. And lastly, I'll say for complaints, 4 dudes for a village doesn't feel like fleshed out enough. There's only 4 minifigs with this set. Really could have used one more. That's where I'll give you a little sneak peek at a video I'm going to be making, a second follow-up video to this set, how I'm gonna flesh it out a little bit with very minimal mock upgrades. I'm not really mocking up anything. I'm just adding a few things from other sets or from the piece buyer on the Pick-a-Brick on the Lego website to flesh it out a bit more. One big upgrade that anybody could go and get right away, what's on store shelves right now, is the Lego collectible minifig set. There is a Viking hero warrior female character in that Lego minifig blind box set that you could pick up. That would be the perfect addition to this. So look out for that secondary follow-up review about the Lego Viking Village. It will be coming up very soon. Thank you so much for your time. It's been great showing this off today. Know that you are very appreciated, and until next time, take care.